I do agree. But not as much as I think people think. Like a best-of-1 game right after vacation time, I think this is a risky one if you went all-in on Fnatic. But if you had to go all-in on a team, you know, it might be them. They are the best in the world at this point, so maybe not such a crazy idea anyway. Olofmeister is down in ramp, and he might actually get charged any minute now. He's got a USPS in hand. It has 12 bullets, and there are 5 people coming, or at least 4 of them straight away. It's going to be really rough here for Olofmeister. He's got backup. Oh, he's going to go down immediately. Pronax trying to put some shots through, but he's going to have to realize it's too late. Look at JW, though. He's coming up from behind. Crims will take a headshot on Minis, and now JW, look at him. 8 bullets left. He's missing the shot. Sparrow is going to come back for him, and the Glock is just so powerful in that situation. Now it's a 2-on-4, and ESC might be off to a good start.
They certainly are looking good. I mean, it's down to Flush, the last man alive here. He's got the USPS, and he's able to click away one, but it's still a 1v2 situation, and they both run out of bullets. The only problem is he has no idea that Innocent is waiting down in Toxic, and he has no gun. He's got 3 HP, and this is just going to be Fnatic Flusher just trying to take the battle, but he's not going to make it.
That was a little scary at the end. That could have actually gone horribly wrong if it wasn't for the fact that Innocent did manage to land that last bullet at the end. So, what do you think then? Smart choice from ESC to rush the ramp, or did you just get lucky with the timing?
It's a bit of both. I mean, it's a good idea because they knew that they could get close up on Olofmeister. I'm not really sure if they knew that he was playing solely on ramp at the period of time, if that's something Fnatic does at the beginning of their pistol rounds, but they were able to get really close and personal with Olofmeister, which obviously led them to do pretty much nothing that round and give them a pretty easy entrance to ramp. I think still that could have very easily been Fnatic's round because JW should have and would have normally picked up at least 1 frag there and delayed that plan for ESC.
Now look at this round here. The scout outside essentially forcing ESC inside, where Olofmeister's quite aggressively pushed up. He will land an instant headshot on Innocent, who's down to 20 health. So, I mean, Fnatic is one of the teams that is really hard to deal with in secondary rounds or in the follow-up rounds. Even when you win the pistol against them, they can be really annoying. So, you know, with the armor, with the 2 C75, which is obviously a testimony to the fact that this gun was not sort of unnerved, but it was halfway unnerved anyway, and that's apparently enough.
It is, and this is still CT-sided nuke, so I mean, even with pistols, CT-side is always going to be a threat. ESC have to be careful with how they go through here, but Rollins able to find Flusha, and he checks behind the box as well. Olofmeister cannot hide, and that is going to be 4 members alive here for ESC going down onto the B-bomb site.
A very important check from Rallon. That was definitely crucial here. Crims charging down, almost drops Rallon. Pronax looking into the smoke here. He's got the deagle in hand. Somehow they've not spotted him, and I'm not sure why that is. When they eventually find him, it's Minis who picks up the kill, and it's going to be a second round for ESC. They only drop 1 member. That's actually very well played by the Polish team, so it's a good start here for the terror side. Definitely is.
They came out really well out of that. With Olofmeister putting so much damage onto, I think it was Innocent and Lobby, that could have gone pretty terribly for them. And I think a lot of the ESC members were down to pretty low HP as well. So I think if Olof is able to pick up a frag there on ramp instead of getting caught out, that could, again, go Fnatic's way. But ESC managed to hunker down and actually survive with 4 people, and that's big for them.
It's going to be a lot of money saved going into the rest of these rounds, and they shouldn't be taking too many losses here in this round, seeing as how Fnatic have not upgraded their pistols. It's just standard issue here. So USPs, P2Ks, and they're trying to do what they can. Innocent and Manai is both low, but it looks like ESC are able to keep their cool right now and not get caught out.
They're doing a really solid job of making sure that they don't leave any corners on, or any stones unturned. You could see Shredder there, literally just sitting behind in stairs and waiting for the rotation for Fnatic.
Yeah. Even when they lose a couple of people to those pistols there, the ESC team don't unravel. They don't just get crazy. They keep it together and slowly put the bomb down. Sparrow coming up with a triple in that round. And Minis with a double kill. So, yeah, 3-0 for the ESC team. Now, that's a good start. We've seen good starts on Nuke before. The real test is in this first rifle round from Fnatic and in the follow-up rounds. Even if ESC lose it, that's not completely over. They still can force Fnatic to eco once more, and that would be a huge win for the Polish team. I do like the fact that they actually went outside in this last round because they knew that the scout wasn't in play any longer. They could definitely easily take outside against the pistols. So, yeah, some smart choices ain't coming out from the Polish team right now. Now, are they actually just going to rush inside? Yes, they will. They're charging right in through Squeak Door. JW jumping down. Crims will pick up a double kill. And a third one coming in from Crims. ESC getting destroyed, trying to get into the main A-bomb side there. And that is going to be, I don't know, that's pretty much the round over.
Yeah, that is game, or that is round, I suppose, for ESC. They have no chance of coming back into this unless the last remaining ESC member does something absolutely incredible. But I don't see that as super likely. It was just a kind of unfortunate timing, because I think it was Flusher drop down on top of Hut that round, or it might have been JW, but they pretty much got the perfect setup to defend that upper push from ESC. If ESC had put more people through the blue hut that time around, then that could have gone a lot worse for Fnatic. But fortunate for them, they managed to find the perfect solution to that push.
I was actually grinning from ear to ear to see ESC go for a bit of a strong play. I mean, that was like a power play right there. Just go for an upper rush, first gun round. Fnatic might be a little jittery, and see if you can't get something going just really quickly off the bat. Only problem is that Crims was able to just camp on the site. Perfect angle for him.
Look at how fast they got Manise up here with the AWP. Yeah, that is something that Flusher was not expecting. They actually boosted to get up on the blue container, and then boosted again to get up on the silo. So they wanted to get the fastest, well, nearly the fastest possible jump up to the silo there. That's really cool. Innocent hiding almost in plain view there. Olofmeister's going to see him, but Olof goes down. A great spray from Innocent is going to leave ESC in a very strong position now. They just got to play it cool here and not give up any free kills, and they should be able to win this round. It's not said and done yet, and with that kill on JW, it basically is. That's just great play from ESC.
We're going to have to see more from the CT setup here for Fnatic if JW is going to be constantly hanging around the blue hut like that, because even when quite some time ago Fnatic were first starting to put a lot of work into Nuke, that was his domain. It's kind of like what Pop Dog on trade, you know, he'd just hang out there and camp all day long. It seems like ESC have got a good idea that they do manage to just play patient and get the punish on him. It's already pretty much out of control though for Fnatic this round. He is able to get one more kill there, Cribs, but it's still 2 members surviving, the AWP surviving, and ESC pretty much winning the crucial follow-up round here to put Fnatic on Nico.
Yeah, this is starting to get very interesting. I don't know. I can never really count Fnatic out at any point, especially not just, 5 rounds into the game, starting on the 6th now. Olofmeister hasn't picked up a kill yet either, which is obviously a big deal, but the Fnatic team, they're not that worried. They don't feel any need to try and force up a crazy force up with armor pistol, 1 for mass or something like that. So they're just going to try and play it as cool as they can. Grenade out here will actually do pretty good damage, but he's dead before it hits. Flusher going down, and ESC looking to take a 5th round if they can.
This is definitely, this is looking like some solid play. Crims is able to sneak around on long, right below Secret, and get the drop on Rollin. Olofmeister pushed up close to lobby. He's going to get compromised, though, with that AWP, and now it looks like ESC are going to be able to speed up and get control of ramp. Pronax is going to be the first man here for Fnatic out of the remaining 2. And I don't expect to see Crims really taking any fights anywhere, seeing as how he's found an AK.
Well, he does want to save it if at all possible here. 5-7 in hand for Pronax. Is he going to guess the right angle? I think they're going back up to A, actually, but he's going to pick up that AWP at least. Best case scenario, take a wall bang through the roof and hit someone here, Pronax. That would certainly be cinematic, if nothing else, but I don't think he's feeling that adventurous, although you can actually shoot through the ceiling of the B-bomb site and hit into A. Probably like a 1 in a million kind of thing, but why not? They're both going to just probably try and escape with these rifles, I assume.
Yeah, they could go for the option of just taking out as many ESC members as possible, because they will have the opportunity to buy up regardless of what happens in this round. So that could be an option, but I think they realize that ESC are well strapped for catch at this point, especially with getting the bomb down as well. So it's not really worth it. They'd rather save that op. I'm curious to see who's going to pick that up. They could easily have JW pick it up and go out in yard instead of playing the inner bomb side, or they could leave it to Olaf, since he's playing ramp pretty much by himself at this point.
And he's been struggling a little bit. Plus, he can't actually buy grenades if he buys an M4 either, which means he's going to be in an odd. But they've thrown the AK, which means he can get grenades. I kind of like seeing that from Fnatic, because holding ramp without any grenades is not at all a fun time, put it like that. So yeah, they do JW. That's the variation they go with here, Vendetta, and pretty much the standard setup coming out from Fnatic. They're not really pressured into trying anything really crazy. They're not pushing outside to try and see if they can get up close or anything.
Now, well, they know that the first round they actually lost the first real buy round. That was where Minis actually managed to catch them off guard with that fast boost. But this time around, you could see JW is kind of aware of what's about to happen.
Oh, He was
Wow.
aware. He got to take the first shot, and he still went down. That's a surprise.
That was definitely a surprise. Surprised that JW missed, but also a 6-shot coming in from Manias to hit that. Just the headshot right on. And now Olofmeister got tagged in ramp in the meantime. Just random spray through the smoke, and it takes him down to half HP. Manias is now slowly walking forward. He spots out Olof, but this time he misses the shot.
Yeah, they're flashing in Squeak, which is open, and now they are going to run for Olof's position. He's had to fall back all the way down into Toxic. Well, actually behind the bomb site. Pronax covering, making sure no one is going to go hell, or heaven for that matter, where he is. And ESC, they get a little bit more map control, but they're actually running out of time here. And Fnatic are doing what you should be doing on the CT side of this map, which is slowly letting go of positions until the time is so low that the T side's going to have a real struggle getting into any kind of bomb site. But now you see they're getting back. Look at Instant. He's got the bomb in hot right now. If he gets one entry frag here, that might be enough.
Could very well be. I mean, Rollin has spotted out Olofmeister. Clean kill there for him. Innocent has found one in the meantime. But then both Fnatic members, the remaining two, strike back with 5 seconds left on the clock. It's down to Manias, and he can't actually get on that bomb. He's stuck on T-Roof. There's no way out of here, man. He is going to live through the round. So luckily he gets to hold on to that AWP. But his mates weren't as lucky.
Wow, what can we say about that round, then? Because it looked like ESC had a plan in mind, even though it sort of changed halfway through. They just left themselves very little time to do that at the end, didn't they?
Yeah, I think that was partly because Olofmeister was able to get away at ramp. And the fact that they got that interfrag on JW out in yard, but that was quickly negated by the fact that Pronex had a return frag on another part of the map pretty much instantly. Right after JW went down, Pronex got the entry, or refrag. So that kind of halted their progression as well. But that was just well done by Fnatic, not taking any unnecessary chances.
Look at this, Semler. That's exactly what you were talking about. JW playing this position. You did bring it up just a few rounds ago, and this is the result. We've seen it so many times. Even without the AWP, with the Mag 7 in hand, he does pretty much the same thing, and it's terrifying. ESC even knew that he was there. They spotted him before Minis got Minis got the view on him beforehand, and it wasn't enough. JW still coming up with 2 kills.
That's the crazy thing about JW. And again, he's just camping here. He's going to miss that shot. No, he tags him for 1 HP through the wall. But it's the fact that they both back off at a hut. JW could have just shaken his head and been like, no, okay, I'll just play it safe here. No, JW just walks back in again. And even if ESC are expecting it, he still makes it work with 2 frags. It's just ridiculous.
Good little kill for Mouse there, but Sparrow won't connect with Crims, leaving Mouse here in a 1-on-4. Doing damage is still really important here. Getting another kill in would be great, but they're not going to beat Olofmeister this time. He does pick up a 2nd kill of the game for himself, and ESC really shut down by JW this time. That's just a great round for Fnatic, finally.
Finally. Well, I would say the previous round was also alright. But that was definitely a bit more what we're used to seeing from Fnatic, especially with JW playing so aggressive with the op. And wouldn't be too surprised if he does the exact same thing once again. Oh, but it looks like he's actually going to head towards ramp.
If he had been outside, though, there could be some easy pickings here. Instead, Flusher, look at the spray control.
What?
That's not as easy as he makes it look. You really have to know what you're doing with that AK, especially at such a long distance. A little bit easier if it was an M4A1 or an M4A4. AK spray line like that, you know, you gotta keep your head in the game like that. But Flusher, no surprise, he can step it up. That was an eco round from ESC, so not too much to read from it. Almost looked like they just wanted to kind of like throw that round away. I mean, if they got a kill, great, but otherwise just go and fight outside and see what happens.
I'm kind of surprised that Sparrow didn't drop an AWP there from Manias. Manias could have dropped him an AK. We could have had that sniper rifle combo again for ESC. It looks like they want to go for some hard-out aggression in JW. He's in the perfect position in ramp. They're stopping this push with good nades and a shot from JW. Man advantage now for Fnatic, and they've got the rotator in.
Pronax does fall. That's not at all bad. Olofmeister now pushing forward. He's going to go down. Innocent was hiding there. Innocent to fall next. JW, what just happened?
Oh, I love JW. Sorry, I'm following him right now, dude, and he is just going ham. He's
Oh, did we encounter a bit of lag then?
I think we just lost Sam. Either that or he muted himself.
It could be one or the other. Well, hopefully no lag issues. I'm at least still on the GoTV, and the stream seems to be surviving just fine. So I think maybe it was just similar, getting dropped either from Mumble or...
No, I think my mic died for a second there.
All right,
There we go.
Well, JW is back to his usual shenanigans in here. Grenade, gonna force Minis back a little bit, but you see he's not afraid of being this close. Even with the smokes going off, he still hits the shot and will just fall back out. Very frustrating for the Polish team to play against. Has to be.
No doubt about it, especially when Flush is able to hold from main. They attempt to get the plant in the smoke, but JW does not allow it to happen, and now the bomb is dropped out in the open. Point blank, no scope onto Sparrow, last frag. And this is actually got to be a bit worrisome here for ESC. I'm not sure if they're considering the fact that they're starting to give a lot of frags to JW, and that's going to be giving a lot of confidence to JW. He's not exactly the one you want to be feeling good on the other team when he's got an op in hand and he's on CT nuke.
Well, that's 5 rounds in a row currently for Fnatic. And you're right, they did try to get the bomb down. I'm just trying to show it on the camera as well, because you can actually put a smoke down that lands sort of right here, and you can plan, and you don't have to go all the way up to the bomb, so you can plan right at the edge here. And that's really effective in an eco round like that. They just didn't get the bomb down, but it would have been pretty nice. Now we're into the 12th round, and JW actually blowing up the squeak door to get the kill on Sparrow. That's absurd. That is such an aggressive move. But they did lose Flusher on the other side of the map, so maybe it was just a way of cancelling out that kill. It's a 4-on-4 situation here.
Yeah, and Ben, what do you think needs to happen now for ESC to start getting a little bit of control back? Because they do have 5 rounds, but they need to get some frags.
Well, they're doing that right now. First off, I think they need to stop giving away entry frags, but that's easier said than done because JW has attacked this ESC team from 4 different points in the last 4 rounds. So they don't really know where to expect Fnatic to come from, and I think that's a big issue because it's hard to really set up for anything or try to work towards an entry pick at some spot when you don't really know what you're going up against. So Fnatic are doing a good job of mixing things up and making it really hard for ESC to read how the CT setups for Fnatic are right now.
They're making their way through the smoke down and ramp right here. Olofmeister's on the other side. He's going to get the first kill. Rala next in line. That's a good halfway running headshot. They did lose Manice as well, but it's at least a 2-on-2. 20 seconds left right here. They go for JW. Grenade to follow up. It's going to bounce right in, and that's an instant kill. Rala with a really good double kill, leaving it in a 1-on-1 now. He's up against Pronax. He fakes the bomb once. He's got 13 seconds. Pronax is very hard to play against in these situations, and he's going to find the timing to take down Rala, though he was at 20 health. I think that could have gone either way. Very close round for ESC, and it would have been costly for Fnatic if they had lost that. What do you think, man? If they keep ESC at 5 rounds, is that good enough? Can the Swedes come back at 5-10?
I think it's possible. Absolutely. It's Fnatic after all, but ESC could easily be pleased with how this first half played out, really. Getting 5 rounds on the T side of Nuke, that's no small feat at all. So even if they don't get any more rounds, they don't have to be stressed about what's going to happen going into the second half. Fnatic, on the other hand, they are more leaning towards the fact that they can't lose any more rounds at this point.
That's true enough, and they are determined not to, although Rallen will pick up a double kill, almost to triple that round. And they are in a 2-on-3 this time. They actually have the man advantage. Olofmeister coming in, 3 spots. Rallen, good headshot there. Bomb not yet planted. And JW, he's been smoked off into main, so he's not quite doing anything just yet. And ESC, they make a quick decision and go down and plant and B. That's very, very smart move there from Innocent. Oh. The defuse. Yeah, there's nothing Mouse can do. Olofmeister just a little bit too fast. That's a real shame, because I just said that was a smart move, and I still think it was, but they didn't count on Olofmeister being that aggressive, I think.
Fnatic actually played that really well. I think it was Olofmeister actually who spotted one ESC member dropping down event. I'm not really sure if they saw that he had the pack or not.
I think it was JW who heard him.
Yeah. One of the Fnatic members definitely noticed that one of the ESC members went down, most likely to plant. So they could more or less split up the 2 ESC members that way, the exact way they did. So that was just a really good move and quick thinking from Fnatic.
Saving the round right there from a 3-on-2 into a victory. Good headshot from Rallen. That's very impressive. JW was not even given a second to react to that. And he saw that coming. Crims up on the hut. Minai's down here. Minai's down here. And he's going to fall back a little bit. Just to see. ESC. Even with the entry fact, they're really slow playing it. They want to see if Fnatic are going to go for anything crazy. I'm wondering, are they going to go for like a crazy wallbang? No. Okay, so Manisi's actually going to flash his way in through the ceiling windows here. Something that we see very often. Something that I think we've talked about a lot on the stream. Works really rarely. But let's try and see if it's going to make a big difference here. Flashbang in. Crims. He can still see everything. He's not flashed yet. He's got the M4 out. Sparrow gone. Crims checking everywhere he can. Going to get the second kill, the third kill. Great control from Crims. And that might have just won Fnatic this round. It's down to Innocent and Manice 2-on-3 with 30 seconds left. Even if Crims is on 1 health, he can still be dangerous. And how are they going to get the plant in here?
That's the question. Crims just making such a big difference right now. Smoke goes down to block off main, but Innocent is still here holding CT vent, and he manages to catch Crims off guard. They don't know where the remaining 2 members are for Fnatic, however, so this is all going to be about the elements of surprise here for Fnatic. They know that there's still a man behind CT, but there's a free kill for Pronax and a double kill. Easy work there for Fnatic, keeping their cool and not giving away their positions.
Very, very nicely done. Vendetta, I mean, we don't have any hard statistics, but in your mind, do you have like an idea about how many times that flash through ceiling works? It looks so cool, doesn't it? And then the result is very rarely as cool.
Yeah, I think that's very accurate. And I'm not going to throw out a number, but I'm going to say the percentages is very low. Success ratio is extremely low for that type of flash, especially if you do so few flashes through it. It might work if you throw an insane amount of nades through there, but then it's really not worth it, and you're not getting any closer to the site because you also need people to actually get in there.
Well, that is finally they managed to counter JW. So no fancy flashbangs, no elaborate setup. It's just Minis waiting inside lobby to take him down as he comes through. Very smart play. I'm not sure if Sparrow is where he wanted to be. I think he actually wanted to run down vents, but he ended up in main. And Pronax looked like he had sort of found a deer in the middle of the road and just runs him over. That was brutal. I think that was a mistake there. It's the 15th round, and it's now 4-4, and ESC would just like to win that 6th round. I mean, they've been trying for the last, 7 rounds in a row to win it, and it hasn't been possible.
It's been really tough. That's one of those awe moments where you're just like, I see what you tried to do there, Sparrow, but really didn't work out. Really didn't work out. This is still a 4-on-4 situation, however. If ESC were to play this patient, but they're just running out of time, patience is not the word. It's all about swift action at this point. 30 seconds left. Innocent just going to rush out onto this A site behind the flash. Pronax gets cleaned up, but Crims is still here buying time, and Flusha rotates in from main.
Mouse is in a hard position right now. 20 seconds. Oh, I was going to say if he can get the bomb and get down, but that vent is apparently not one that's really easy to get down against Fnatic. So 10-5 will be the scoreline. Oh, and because it's ESCA, we get, at least I got briefly disconnected here. So don't worry, guys. Likewise. Don't panic. It's not a big deal. We'll just connect back into the game. But it switches maps or it switches halves, and then you sort of get disconnected. So we'll be joining right back up into the game. Don't panic too much about that one. Talk to me, Vendetta. What would have happened if Sparrow had actually got down into the vents? What effect would that have had on the Fnatic hold? Would they have been confused, or do you think they would have been able to handle it?
I'm actually not sure if we would have seen a big reaction, given how Fnatic were already set up. You had all of Meister being very aware of the fact that Mouse, who came from Yard, was already allowed to go down secret, or stairs, if you want to call it that. Because Flush had already heard that. So they were aware that one of the ESC members were downstairs already, or had the potential of being downstairs. So I don't think we would have seen a massive rotation from Fnatic coming in before they actually had any idea of where the bomb was. But obviously it would have done a lot more for them than Shredder pretty much just running into his death. And it's such a shame to see, because you could tell that that's not intentional. It's not something he wants. You know, he didn't aim for main and try to get out into Yard or something, but those things happen.
I don't think Pronax is his friend, essentially.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna let him get past there.
Pronax wasn't down for the dance.
Yeah, Pronax like the hall monitor, right? If you don't have a hall pass, you can't go any further.
you get sent to the principal's office, and Khan or Devilwalk or someone is in there, ready and waiting. All right, ESC. They kind of need to win this pistol round. Even against Fnatic, I mean, normally 10-5 would actually be a really good score for the T side of Nuke, but when you're playing the best team in the world, you want all the pistol rounds you can possibly get. And they already won the one on the first half in very fine style. Now they just need the second one here. Sparrow goes down, unfortunately. Mouse taking a fight, but he's going to drop as well. Rallen trying to get back in here. Manise will pick up Crims, and it is down into a 3-on-2 now. JW and Olofmeister are left, and they haven't got the bomb plan yet, and they got to be careful with the time here. 27 seconds and counting. Rallen waiting inside the vent. Is he going to be able to find the timing? I think he heard Olofmeister. He wants to go in. The bomb will go down. Olof is going to be dropped. JW coming up from behind, but he's out of bullets. He's just got the Glock here in a 1-on-2. Burst fire attempted. The bomb is ticking away. He goes again, and Innocent is going to execute him from the middle. And ESC will win the follow-up pistol round. A big round for the Polish team here.
A very big round. I'm surprised they actually managed to gather themselves after that big opening, because Pronix did a great job. The idea for Fnatic was basically use Pronix as a one-man decoy, or like a one-man bomb site fake in a sense. So he threw out his flashes and nades towards ramp, and he actually got the first frag on ramp as well. So that forced one of the ESC members to rotate over to really stop Pronix from getting any further. And Pronix did a really good job of holding the ESC member there for quite some time. So ESC were at a severe disadvantage on the inner bomb side, but they somehow managed to make it work.
Fnatic going for an A-rush this time. They want to get down the vents, and is Crims going to be more successful than his Polish teammate? It doesn't seem like it. Where is he? He's hiding in that corner where the rest of his team is dead, and Mouse is not even going to wait for it. He's going to P90 him through the smoke. That was a brutal round. ESC lost nobody that round. Fnatic are going to be buying, though, and I'm wondering if ESC are ready for it, because now they've got AKs versus a Mag 7 and a P90. It's not completely dreadful, but it's not, it's not Auto Sniper and AWPs yet for the ESC team either.
If there was a map where you want to go with weapons like this, it's probably Nuke, because you can position yourself in so many advantageous places if you're a CT that the weapons aren't going to mess you up that much. So you can still make a lot of work with the P90.
Managed to do some damage to Olofmeister early on. Grenade is going to bounce through. It will actually just do 5 damage to Pronax. Not really worth the investment at this point, but it's a nice attempt anyway. JW's outside, though. Could run into Manise if they get the timing down right. JW tries to wallbang through once, but not going to be successful. So, slow round for Fnatic so far here, Semler.
Yeah, not exactly going their way either, seeing as how Wolfmeister just got tagged down early from ramp. So they've taken damage. They've gotten some control in yards, so they do have that going for themselves here, but they have yet to really clear under hell, it looks like. They're still taking their time. But with 50 seconds left, Fnatic are starting to pass that point of, okay, we can get that early entry to, now what do we do? Now where do we take this fight?
Oh, nearly a failed smoke. Actually, they do put up another smoke just to be sure. I think Manise instantly thought that's not going to hit. But certainly trying to get out of Squeak right now is not going to be a fun time for Crims. We'll have to see if someone can actually finally make it out of Squeak and into that T-vent. Flashbang down once. Rallen is going to return with another one. They're in through main as well. Mouse will pick up the 1 kill here. Is there going to be more? Oh, the P90 finally put to rest. It did pick up 2 kills, and Manise at the end will pick up the last one there. So, fairly successful round from ESC. I mean, Fnatic, did it seem like they didn't have much of a plan there?
I think they had a definite plan of what they wanted to do. They kind of postured up for an inner push all the way, but ESC didn't really give them any opportunities to get an entry frag, or an entry frag that was actually worth anything. And like you said, they were really adamant about smoking off entrances to the A bomb site and making sure that if Fnatic wanted to go through upper, it wasn't going to be easy for them.
Whoa.
Wait, how was that a headshot?
I have no idea.
It's just one of those things. You don't have to question it. You just open the scoreboard and report the guy and hope that Overwatch is going to do its work afterwards. Innocent is actually going to pick up 3 kills as well, even a little bit of stuttering there, leaving Flusher outside alone in a 1-on-3. He's going to go down, so 2 people lost to an eco round from Fnatic. I think that's a successful round from Fnatic's point of view, but the problem still is they're on the less favored side, and they're running out of room to play with right now.
I think that's the big thing. And they've run out of the easy rounds as well. Like, ESC haven't exactly run away with the money yet. They still have a little bit left in the bank, so they would be able to buy if they were to lose this round. There's still hope for Fnatic, but they've definitely lost the chance of picking up the pistol and getting some easy rounds on the board. Now it's going to be nothing but hard work. So this is tough. This is looking like ESC are in the lead at this point. It's up to Fnatic now to battle back and get into this game.
And look at Minis. Such a nice position. JW actually can't see the majority of his body because that weird ventilation exit up at the side of the building is going to be blocking him, making life really hard for the Swedish AWPer. Pronax goes down. Flusher fell as well outside. This is looking great. Minis is going to pick up Olofmeister, and Fnatic are getting dismantled outside in this round here at the second half. Minis with a total of 3 kills without even getting hit a single time. I absolutely love that. That looked like the Poles had a very, very hard read on what Fnatic wanted to do.
Oh, they have a really good setup from the get-go. They have just a overall solid setup, and when Fnatic are not able, obviously Fnatic are doing pick strats right now. They want to go off of where they can find picks and see what kind of rotation CSC are doing. And if they're not allowed the entry frags and basically create openings for themselves, they're going to have a really hard time of actually getting anything done on the T side.
This is definitely danger territory, especially since ESC were able to save up all their weapons from last round, so their money is looking fantastic at this point. Fnatic are going to be struggling. It's basically buy every round now for Fnatic. They have to just get a round on the board here in the second half.
Such a nice flashbang from JW. Utterly outplays Innocent. That's exactly what they need to do right now. They need some kind of strong individual performance here on the Fnatic side to bring them back in this game. And maybe JW is it. He picks up a 3rd kill of the round on Rallen. He just single-handedly opened all of ramp, and he gets the last headshot as well. That's a quad kill, and that's JW basically winning the round single-handedly for Fnatic. And that fight inside the ramp room, the flashbang into the wall and bouncing back out again versus Innocent, that was so smart. And he even forced Innocent out of his corner to begin with a smoke grenade. So that was just some very, very cerebral play coming out from JW, as we're kind of used to at this point.
It was very cool to watch actually from Innocent's point of view, because he was expecting JW to peek up before that flash popped. Because when you throw a flash, because it's not like JW tried to hide it, like where the flash was coming from. So I think Innocent was expecting him to pop out while the flash was midair.
Yeah. And we saw it from Innocent's point of view as well, so you're absolutely right. Some people were just asking in chat, did he not see the flashbang? He definitely did, but you're right. He thought that if he turned to look away from it, that's exactly when JW would peek. And yeah, just a bit of almost rock, paper, scissors going on when you do that stuff. Rallen waiting here. Crims gonna go down, and they do get the return kill. And JW is also very nearly dead, so if ESC win this round, Fnatic is going to be economically in a very deep hole, and that could be the big difference maker here. Flusher, though, will find Rallen, and 3-on-3 now.
Yeah, it's a really nice shot there by Flusher to find that instant headshot. He couldn't afford to take any damage in that scenario. Now we're into a 3-on-3. Minais is really low, as well as Spiro down to half HP. So this is ESC now having to just play. I mean, they have to try and figure out where Fnatic are. They need to get a drop on him, and Mouse is going to be their point man for this. He's got full HP and an M4 in hand, and they're about to come towards this A site, Fnatic.
Oh, yeah. And a bit of stuttering, actually, on the Go TV. I don't know if you guys felt that as well, but
yeah, I'm getting it too.
Yeah, I think it's the ESEA Go TV that's just being overloaded a little bit, so we are seeing everything in one frame at a time. Unfortunately, it's not something we can change on our end. It's the Go TV relay server that's being a little bit obnoxious. Minis actually, by all accounts, a very interesting no-scope there on Olofmeister, but he's in a tough position. Even if one grenade could basically kill either one of them, finding that one grenade is going to be almost impossible. I think Minis realizes as much. He's going to run away, so Fnatic will win the round.
Man, I wish it wasn't a slideshow, though, because look at how low the HP is on Fnatic.
Yeah.
These must have been very close fights that they got into. I mean, Maus in particular seemed like he was able to put up at least a little bit of a fight. They even lose a 4th man there, Fnatic, at the end. So this is costly rounds for both teams, but Fnatic are definitely going to be pleased.
Yeah, if you're in Fnatic's position at this point, you're more than happy enough to just get a round. Because once you don't get those freebie rounds, as you talked about, the pistol and the following eco rounds on the T side, and then potentially that first buy round that can automatically give you 5 rounds. It's, well, basically what ESC did. If you don't get those, the entire T side turns into a massive grind.
It really does, and it's not looking easy either this round. They lose 2 before anything else happens. They got to get Minis here, but he's going to land another shot here. Grenade to follow. It's going to bounce in, and it's perfect. Pronax almost looked like he jumped into the smoke to catch it and throw it back, but he's got the timing wrong, and it explodes right in his face. Now JW is going to be alone here, 1-on-4, and even JW might not be able to make it out of this round alive.
It's asking a bit much. He's pinned into radio. There's 3 guys. They're going to come running at him. And I think, yeah, okay, so he doesn't even get one. I think, I don't know what. We're getting a total slideshow here.
It's the PowerPoint presentation version of Counter-Strike.
Man, they needed to shut that down though, because that was a force out of ESC. That was a crucial round. If Fnatic could have strung 3 rounds together, that could have quickly turned into 4, because ESC would be at the bottom of a hole at this point. But ESC now get a second chance pretty much to get control back in this match. Fnatic are the ones who are going to be ecoing here.
Oh man. It is kind of going from bad to worse here with the stuttering that's going on, but there is not much we can do about it. I almost feel like we should just bring up the big map, you know, and just like watch the big map and just be like, okay, so it looks like they're going towards ramp right now, 4 members. Oh man, it's especially because it's going to be a slow stress. They try and come for the smoke here. They should be shut down immediately. And Innocent, he picks up 2 kills. This is kind of hard to cast as well and really take it seriously, but we'll try. Flusher. Oh man, what are we witnessing?
I think Flusher had 2 really sick 1Ds there.
Yeah, possibly.
It's hard to say.
I think Meniz had 2 really sick shots as well at the AWP, but
potentially.
There you go.
Oh, we're very sorry, guys. This is, again, the GoTV relay is being overloaded, because actually there's probably going to be a lot of people. Yeah, you can see there's like 1,000 people watching in-game, and the problem with that is that it's just not calibrated to handle that many people, so it does this instead. It isn't something that we can change, unfortunately.
No.
No, it is what it is.
It is what it is. We gotta deal with it. And
yeah, the players aren't experiencing this. Just in case you're wondering, they're not that good that they can play with this kind of lag and still hit those shots.
Well, Fnatic are changing up their game. Last round was ramp. This round is yard. They've got guns to go with it as well. And Flush is gonna get the first, or rather, Innocent will pick up Flush up, but then Wolfmeister manages to pick up Meniz, and there's a second kill coming in. This is all over the place right now. It's a 3-on-3 between these 2 teams, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, it is, with Fnatic having some sort of health deficit anyway, Olofmeister and Pronax being a little bit low, but it's not completely undoable, especially because look at Pronax, he's actually walking around through hell. If he can find the kill on Sparrow down here, I think that's going to be the opening moment for Fnatic. If they can get this kill home, that will make a big difference, but Sparrow sees it coming. This position really tells that he knows that Hell has been compromised, and he's not ready to give up that side of that angle yet. JW will found Mouse, so a different opening coming in here for Fnatic, obviously, as it's Sparrow and Rallen left, 2-on-3, 30 seconds left here, and oh, he gets the no-scope through the vent onto Rallen, and it's going to follow up with the pistol here. We see it frame at a time, almost makes it more exciting. He does go down. Sparrow, 1, can he get the last one? He cannot. Pronax wins. It's not entirely clear how, but he definitely came out on top. Oh my god.
Oh, and he saves JW's op as well.
For me, it froze exactly when the last ESC member got sights of Pronax up there, and Pronax was on low HP as well, so I was like, who's gonna win this, who's gonna win this? It actually became pretty intense.
This is like a new challenge in casting, it definitely is.
But look at this scenario now, ESC are ecoing. This is really scary.
Fnatic could win this game still, but Meniz is going to find Flusher outside. That's actually a hugely important kill.
The classic op eco, right?
Yeah, right?
Casual.
Surprise, surprise.
All right,
straight out of matchmaking.
Yeah, so...
now I'm just
Did
dead
it just
frozen.
freeze completely?
Yeah.
I'm just dead frozen now.
Oh, come on. We were having such a lot of fun, even with the slideshow here. Well, my ESC admin contact is saying that it's probably the GoTV relay itself being DDoSed, which is immensely meaningless because the match is still going to go on. It doesn't affect the game at all. It just affects our ability to watch the game. So that's really sad. We'll try and connect him back as soon as we can, obviously, but as you can tell, it's kind of frozen in place. And by the way, that's all 1,000 people watching are going to have the same issue. It's not just us here on the stream. Do want to give a quick shout out while we are forced to be waiting anyway here to Toby from Join Dota, who's watching as well. So hope you are enjoying the show, Toby, even if it's a little bit less than ideal. But I mean,
this is like Dota TV, isn't it? It's pretty similar.
Is it a similar effect? I mean, at least our audio is working, right?
That's true.
You see, I wish we could then just listen to the game and just try and guess, you know, like what's happening. That was ramp, wasn't it? I don't know how I'd know that was ramp, but I think it was ramp.
I can hear the stuff on the on the lower bomb side.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, we hear the steps.
Like
at
it's either lower bomb site or it's birdwalk. Not really sure.
Something is going on. Well, I'm gonna try and reconnect back in because I feel like it. By the way, this IP that I just showed you on the stream, guys, is one that's publicly available on the ESCA site. So it's not like it makes a difference if I show it or not. Anyone who wants to find this IP can go and find it. Last season we did actually come to a better agreement with the ESCA so that we could get a different IP that was less vulnerable. So I think we'll try and do that in the future because we do want to cover these ESCA matches as much as we can, but not obviously in this particular fashion. That's just a lot less fun. So I am sorry. We'll try and reconnect back in if we can. If not, then it's only best of one game, so we might end up missing the end of the game, which is very upsetting, especially for everyone betting. Although I'm sure the result is going to be out any second anyway. I don't know what to say. I'm impressed, but not like super surprised that ESC at least made it super close. I don't know if they've won or lost yet, obviously, but I think Nuke is not the worst map for ESC. Nuke and Mirage are like two maps that they played decently well, ESC, I would say. So obviously Mirage would have been a way better fit, I think, for Fnatic.
It probably would have. Yeah, it's a map they're more familiarized with. And if you remember back when ESC started to come onto the scene, at least to the public eye, Nuke was the map that they were doing it on, by and large. Whenever they went up against a bigger team, especially CIS teams, on a map like or on Nuke, they would always get very respectable results. Even though they might not have gotten the win each and every time, they would have potentially lost 16-14 or 16-13 while still being in the game the entire time. So they definitely know how to play Nuke, and I think we're getting to the point where ESC are not the team that will actually surprise you that much anymore, because you know that they're actually very, very good at the game instead of being that upset team. Because they qualified for a major, and even though it didn't go exactly up to, I guess, their expectations, they had some very, very exciting games. I mean, they almost beat out NIP. They almost stopped NIP from actually making it out of groups.
Yes,
DreamHack. So they definitely are a team to be feared.
I agree. I think it's the day has passed when we can be like completely shocked whenever ESC do something really cool. They just are a team to watch out for.
There is that, but it depends on the opponent as well, right?
Of course.
And I'm not about to go and say, yeah, exactly, like, yo, ESC have got this 100% versus Fnatic. I mean, it's Fnatic, right?
Yeah, there are a couple of teams where
within reason,
you have to be somewhat surprised that are actually getting pushed towards a wall to that extent, which I guess Fnatic is a pretty good example. Fnatic, LDLC, and those kind of guys, and VP for that matter.
MVP, yes, you're right.
And
All
VIP,
right,
I guess.
Well, yeah, a little bit I mean, there are a couple of sad things. First of all, this is the best of one game, so it's the only game we have tonight to broadcast, sadly. I'm trying to look at the schedule, and for some reason HLTV is not cooperating either. The whole of the internet has died for me. But I think maybe there's something going on tomorrow. Either way, we don't really have more to broadcast tonight in terms of competitive games. We were going to do some matchmaking on this channel right here. So if you guys want to stick around for that, we'll still just try and keep an eye on the result here, just so we can actually wrap up how the game ended. Even if we don't know exactly how, we can still sort of call out who actually won or not. But that's something we should do.
Are we about to throw down? Is that what's going to happen here, boys?
Yeah, I mean, that was the plan. That was the plan, right?
The New Year's slaughter.
Do a little bit of matchmaking.
Yeah. Do you still have your rank? Because I literally got my rank back today.
I ranked down yesterday, and then I carried Dupree.
Oh, did you? Yeah, did you have to play with Dupree?
Oh, you played with Dupree?
Yeah.
I see. That's why, man. He probably choked, right?
Actually, it was Dupree's girlfriend who ended up carrying us, man. She had like an insane ace on Dust 2 at some point, so we actually had some fun there.
Right. Well, right. So what? Like 5-minute break, and then we'll come back and play some games.
Yes, I think that's the plan here. 5-minute break, and then we'll be back, guys. So of course we do apologize that this had to end this way. I can't actually. Can you guys access GoTV just to see that it's not just me being silly here? I actually cannot access HLTV.org right now to see the result. So I don't even know how the game ended.
HLTV is not working for me either.
Wow. Okay, wait a minute. I think I can see. All right. So as far as I can tell on the ESCA page, Fnatic won 16-12. So
What?
this-
We missed the comeback at the end?
we missed the comeback. Very upsetting, very sad. But that also means there's no GoToE2 Connector anymore. It's actually gone. So yeah, potential upset there. I think the Polish team was very close, very very close. 16-12 is pretty damn close. So I think that's the end. 5-minute break, guys, and we'll be back. So listen to a little bit of music while we're gone, and we'll be right back.